How, Perprelio says, how can you possibly follow the bio lizard with anything? There's no topping that. No, there isn't, but we're going to do it anyway. It's still a fun game, I would say. Okay, I do not want full screen. Press the any key, okay. Oops. Okay. Settings. Hmm. Oh, here we go. Screen options. That's what I'm looking for. No, wait a minute. There we go. Not quite sure why that was so difficult to get to, but here we go. Wait, where's the any key? It's a question I'm always asking myself. I'll play some Disney's Aladdin for the Sega Genesis. Also, let me know if I need to adjust the volume at all. A little bit of a whiplash in terms of game, but I think it'll be a lot of fun. In Agrabah, a faraway land of wind and sand, a young street rat named Aladdin must steal to survive. Meanwhile, Jafar, the Sultan's advisor, uh, plots to take over the kingdom by stealing a magic lamp from the perilous Cave of Wonders. Our story begins on a dark night. Can you hear it now, Perfalio? Is it coming through? Jafar, why haven't you found him yet? How much longer do I gotta keep running on this thing? OBS claims that it's outputting sound. Quiet, Iago. I must know who can enter the Cave of Wonders. Alright. Ah, a young thief. We must extend him an invitation to the palace. See how loud it is, but it's pretty loud right now. Okay, so do I need to adjust it down? This is one of the games I grew up with. Very happy when it got a re-release. I feel it does a pretty good job with the Genesis sound chip in terms of like recreating the music from the movie, and also the animation is really, really beautiful. Adjust it down a little bit. Sure. I feel like the animation is really well done, and if I remember correctly, the Disney animators actually did the animation for this. I actually made cells specifically for this game, and it looks really good. Let's collect some apples. Those will be handy later. Alright, Propelio, what's the verdict? Better? One notch lower. How about now? That's probably good. Okay, let me know if I need to make any more adjustments. There we go. Okay. There's a lot of pickups happening here. Let's get some extra lives. Guess just one since all I can afford, but... Cool. Ultimately, like most 16-bit platformers of its time, the goal is to get from one side of the map to the other. In between stages, I can play a bonus game, like a little roulette thing, to get some bonuses, but as you can see, it didn't really work out so well. Some levels have a little Abu token, and if you get that, you can play a little bonus stage in between levels, get some items. Apples are projectiles. They are kind of important, especially late game. Gems can be used at the merchant stall to buy continues and extra lives, so we'll be taking advantage of that. We also have extra life tokens, like what's slowly falling from the sky. I think it covers most of it. Oh, there are also blue genie hearts, which increase your health. And blue genie faces, which give you tokens for that roulette, or slot machine maybe is a better name for it, game at the end of the level. So. But I kind of dig the music in this game. Oh. Abu only has a single hit. This is a bonus stage. There isn't really like any Chaos Emeralds to collect or anything that will give me a different ending. Having escaped from the guards, Aladdin is approached by an ancient beggar. There's a cave, boy. A cave of wonders, filled with enough treasure to make all your dreams come true. Love this guy's teeth. To find it, you must find the two halves of a magic scarab. The first half is lost in the desert. Most of the in-game music is taken from the movie, but there are a couple levels that have unique soundtracks, and this is one of them. And I kind of dig it. There's other cute little Disney references here and there. Like we got a little caw-like snake. Got Mickey Mouse ears hanging on a clothesline. Like this guard that's just perpetually stuffing his face. Alright, and that's just a midway point. If I die, I can respawn from there. Trying to trigger an animation with that one guard. Oh, the black lamp explodes and kills nearby enemies. Another one that I don't think I've mentioned what it does before. There we go. Like whenever you see Iago, you can slap him. He can lose all of his feathers. Get like the, you know, chicken, featherless chicken going around. So, alright. In this level, we have to collect the first half of the scarab. First time we see it runs away. There we go. Secret items hidden in the periphery here. There's a column here that has Goofy, but it kind of holds a secret, which is if you stand behind it and you jump, you can go to the merchant. Buy a couple extra lives. The worst part of this is, like I said, you do need those apples, and right now I'm sitting pretty at 99, which is the max you can carry. But if you die, you go back to 0, or maybe not 0, but you go back to like the base number, which is kind of frustrating at a certain point or two in the game where you do need these, like I said. They're mostly used for boss fights when you find them. Alright, here we go. We have the first half. As you can see, I've played this game a couple times. I think it's fun, and I'm hoping you guys will enjoy it. There we go. Not super useful. If you get Jafar, you lose all your chances. Well done, Street Rat. Second half of the scarab is in Agrabah, possession of a clever thief. Yeah, so in this level, pretty sweet strats, yeah. In this level you have to pick up these flutes to get these magic ropes to appear. Also, the guy that's hanging out in the basket trying to grab me is an apple thief. He doesn't hurt you, but he does steal your apples. This weird, like, smoking pot here about them apples. If you throw that, you can find the merchant. I can't really do anything because I have the maximum amount of lives, so next thing I can buy is wishes, which are effectively a continue. I really like the musical rendition in this of the soundtrack for the movie. Genesis sound chip doesn't sound bad, to be perfectly honest. Okay, that was kind of silly. I don't know why I did that. Now, for small animals, when you ask about those apples, do you mean what do they do? Or more generic? Oh no! I killed him too fast. Or a more generic, just inquiry about apples. Apples increase your apple count. Apples were Malus domesticus. is a fruit native to, I think it's Kazakhstan? I think. It is part of the rose family. There are, I don't know how many varieties of apples there are, but I would venture to guess there's probably well over 1,000 varieties of apples. Some of them are probably lost to time. Ooh, there we go. Abu token. There are at the very least 2 varieties of apple. That is true. You are not wrong. Good and bad. Also not entirely inaccurate. I think I have to go over here and make that jump. Right. Got him. But Serene says, but the best variety is obviously Granny Smith. And Perpalio agrees with him. I don't think I can agree to that. Granny Smith isn't too bad. It's a little too sour for my taste. Right, so this level is 2 bosses. It has the thief, and it has the captain of the guard here, but here's an example of what I meant about apples being useful. This is the only way to hit them. Makes a little grunty noises whenever you hit them. There we go. No one's perfect. Fair point. Serene agrees. There's so many different varieties of apples, and there are times where I'm really into one variety over another. I think ultimately my favorite is Fuji. If you have a really good Fuji, they're crisp and juicy, and they have just kind of a really wonderful sweet flavor that I enjoy. Almost candy-like. I do also really like Mutsu, which is a large green apple that, for those who don't know Fuji, it's kind of a medium-sized red apple. Mutsus are big green apples, kind of a lime green, and they're very, they taste kind of like Jolly Ranchers to me, like green apple Jolly Ranchers. They're not super sour though, it's sort of like the more sweet flavor of that. Honey Crisps are pretty good, I would say most of the time. Large, red, sweet apple with a really wonderful crunch. I also really like a variety called Liberty, which is a deep red that's almost purple. With both halves of the scarab, Aladdin is ambushed unexpectedly by the palace guards. You won't get away this time, thief. It's the Sultan's dungeon for you. Unhand that prisoner by order of the princess. Sorry, princess. You'll have to take it up with Jafar. Cast into the Sultan's dungeon, Aladdin can think only of Jasmine, the girl from the marketplace. Will he ever have a chance with a princess? Four Small Animal says the music was really was arranged well for this game. I think so. I agree. Serene Source says, nice try. Boy, this game can be a little patronizing, kind of. A little bit. Getting my butt kicked by a bat, the way it is in video games. I really like this version of Arabian Nights. It's a nice arrangement of it. And here we have these obnoxious skeletons that blow themselves up, shooting shrapnel everywhere. Okay, why am I having such a hard time getting on that platform? Most annoying enemies in most games, they show up in true. Okay, I feel like the game is trolling me right now. Because I feel like it's like, no, we're not going to let him step on that platform. Weird. There we go. Alright, as long as we're past it. What is going on? Huh. I actually feel like there's some kind of weird bug going on there because, like, I've played this so many times and I've never had issues with, like, the collision of this particular area. I also like the Sebastian tied to the wall. Sebastian has been a bad grab. Serene says, have you tried it, changing your hitbox? Not yet. Maybe I should. Go to the... Okay, sorry, had to get rid of that skeleton. Go to the merchant and buy a new hitbox. Darn Batman. Nope, 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 nope. Also, do you, the skeleton wearing Mickey Mouse ears? This is where Disney sends all of its political prisoners. Oh, there we go. First death. You can see my apple count is back to 10. Can buy a new life. And a continue. Can't believe Aladdin died, right? I like the little death animation, though, of him being knocked out and revived by Genie. Okay, I might be wasting my time going up this path because I think there's only some items up here and nothing necessarily worth getting, but I'll do it anyway. Yeah, just some apples. There we go. I like the guard's little, come on. Let's see, oops. Oh, it's just apples, darn. There we go. Oh, checkpoint. Let's get that too, just in case. I'm hoping not to take any more deaths, but you know, obviously can't promise anything. Yeah, let's get some help that I lost from trying to go get the help. Why not? Okay, so this is the climb at the end of the stage. The range on the bone shrapnel is impressive. It really is. Okay, let's see how we do. Close. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh. Thought Aladdin was going to grab onto that chain. That was unfortunate. Uh-oh. There we go. Bone Shrapnel is a good name for a band or an album. True. Sometimes you'll find yourself in a beautiful instance of a platformer hell, right? Also, silly little thing, but I love that there's an exit sign on the dungeon. Nope, there we go. Give me the Scarab Street Rat, and I will show you the way to the Cave of Wonders. Go on, boy. Take nothing but the lamp, and you can return for the treasure. This guy looks super trustworthy. Jafar, could you hurry up? I'm dying in here. Far easier to steal the lamp from the street rat than from the Cave of Wonders. Uh-oh. Poe's starting to not be able to read anymore. It's getting tired. It's a bad sign. It's very scabby. He is. Here's another original piece of music for the game. Also a lot of fun. I would say from here the game is starting to get it's ramping up in difficulty. Some of these platforms are a little, I don't know, smaller than you think they are. And I should say, like, largely this game is pretty well made. And I would say there's just a few spots where it's a little janky. For like a licensed game, especially from this era, it's very well made. They actually put a lot of love into this one. But in the Cave of Wonders here, ultimately, besides, you know, surviving like the random statues throwing garbage at you and stuff, the goal is you'll have these statues that I'll point one out as I get a little closer that you need to destroy because they open up paths in the level. Okay, let's go ahead and get the apple. I don't think I'm going to do particularly good. I've never been great at the cave one. But we'll give it a shot. Random ghosts hanging out. One thing that makes this just a little bit harder too, and I don't know if it's OBS being kind of weird, but I've noticed that when OBS is on this game, the frame rate chugs just a little bit. It's a little frustrating and makes it just a teensy bit harder to play. Yeah, these statues, if you destroy them, they open up a new path. Serene says, I'm not sure you should pick up the apples in this cave. Who knows how long they've been in there. I mean, I'm sure it's fine. There's apples that I keep for a long time. Hey, here, you're just being alarmist, Serene. So, like here, can't get past here, but there's a statue, I think up and to the left, if I remember correctly. And if I take it out, that's it. It'll open that path up. Let's go ahead and get a couple continues. And ultimately, Aladdin isn't throwing, or isn't eating them, he's just throwing them. So maybe you want really disgusting, rotten apples to throw. Maybe that does more damage. Okay, I believe I have a mini-boss, yep. This geek. Remember as a kid fighting him, like, I'm not even sure if I'm doing any damage to him, but if he disappears with the kind of blue smoke, that means I'm hitting him. Notice that time I missed him and he just kind of phased out. Alright. Well, that was terrible. But I for trying to read chat while fighting a mini-boss. I will catch up on this in just a second after I beat it. Okay. Serene Source says, I guess then Nurgle is on your side. He usually appreciates the pure heart. Yeah, exactly. Also, perfect idle animation, speaking of apples. Propalio says you might want to lower the sound a notch or yell into the mic. Is this a little bit better? I lowered it a bit. I don't want to miss out on the music because it's quite good. But I realize too, especially when I'm tired, I tend to talk a little softer. I don't want to yell too much. Tough one to balance. This is a little bit better, I hope, though. Also, I think that's our first instance of Carpet giving us a ride. Is my whispering getting a little clearer? How about now? Is that better? Oh no, Agile. Wait for 10 seconds. Okay. Okay. Welcome back. Is this a little bit better audio balance? Am I speaking at a better better volume? I also like how the lamp is bouncing around. I'm sure doesn't indicate anything weird about it. Okay. I'll try to speak at this level. And I did lower the game volume just a little bit more. I like that Pop Goes the Weasel is the theme for Abu's levels. And actually, I think this might be the last Abu level in the entire game that you can enter. I think there's only the 3. We'll see how I do, because this one's a lot harder than the Agrabah Market. Taken out by a bat. Infidels. You have touched the forbidden treasure. You will never again see the light of day. This was the level that always kicked my butt as a kid. This is where I would get stuck for ages and ages and ages. Dang it, Abu indeed. For Palio, he is a real troublemaker. Was touching stuff? Exactly, yep. Those boulders, if they touch even like the edge of your foot, it is an insta-kill. And that really got me as a kid. Though I really love the art design on this level. Generally, the art design in the game is really beautiful in general, I would say. But this one especially, despite the fact that this level always tormented me, I really do like. Serene says, I like that purple and orange. Yeah, it looks really good. And contrasting it with like the bright orange and red for the lava looks really good, I think. There we go. First try. Rapalio says, yeah, the colors are neat on this level. Alright. Now this next one is the one that everyone hates. We'll see if it gives me any trouble, but I've never hated this level. This is the one appearance of an item that's the quarter apple, which if you get 4, you get a single apple. Which seems a little silly, but it'll make a little more sense, I think. Oh, I can't even pick them up because I'm at 99. The speed at which this starts to go after a while is why I think they do quarter apples. Ultimately, you know, as Genie says, to go a direction, you go that direction, otherwise you get hit by a big rock. And die instantly. I do like the lava wave that's slowly catching up on you. I do also enjoy Aladdin's pose on Carpe here. There we go. Sorry. A little tense. In the last instant before freedom, the mouth of the Cave of Wonders collapses, trapping Aladdin and Abu inside. When Aladdin inspects his prize, he is suddenly swept into a strange world within the lamp. This level is actually probably my least favorite. This one kicks my butt. Sometimes I do really well in it, and sometimes I do really poorly. Let's see how it shakes out. Oops. There we go. Nope. There we go. There's lots of cute things in the background, including a TV and a Sega Genesis, by the way. Oh, boo. Why is Genie trying to kill Aladdin, says Propelio. That is a great question. If I can get the... There, a big jump. Serene says chaotic neutral. Could be. Okay. Oh, come on. Weirdly, that's not the spot I normally die. So I'm going to focus on that part instead of trying to talk. But that's not usually the part I have trouble with, so... Or that. So remember, like I said, it's like, oh, this level usually is kind of a crapshoot. I'm either really good or really bad. I think we've determined how it's going tonight. Alright, focus, Poe. Focus. Weird. Like I said, not usually the spot I'm having issues with. Alright. Sliding into the level of sleepiness where Poe can't play games anymore. True. I'm gonna do it anyway. I kind of want to see if I can beat it tonight. We're actually making pretty good progress. There's only 2 levels after this, I think, if I remember correctly. But the final boss in this is a little tough, so we'll see how it goes. Close for comfort. There we go. Depending on how I do on the next level, might be able to beat this by midnight. Free from the magic lamp, the genie helps Aladdin escape the Cave of Wonders. The screen says at the end of the level, Genie sees you. With the lamp in his possession, Aladdin races back to the Palace of Agrabah and Princess Jasmine. But what you said raises a good point. Or maybe it was Propelio. It was like, why is Genie trying to kill Aladdin? Also, I like stepping on the... flamingos here. And the little bleh that they make. I do not, however, like the fish that shoot boogers at you. There we go. Oh my gosh. Trying not to do that. So I think I only have 1 hit left. It's a little bit of a tight jump. There we go. Right before the checkpoint. Ooh. Did the game just give me an extra life? It did. Well, that was kind of it. Could have given me some apples, though. I could really use some of those. Thankfully, it's relatively generous. But here, especially where I kind of need some ranged attacks, it is a little frustrating that I have so little. Right. Hopefully this time I'll hit Yago before he hits me. Nope. There we go. few items from this, which is good. Hopefully... Art? No, that's okay. I know I'm ducking a lot, but it is usually easier to hit them without being hit by doing so. Use that to help. There we go. Thankfully only the Iagos respawn, but it can be really annoying. Like that, which invalidated the health gain that I just got. There we go. Alright, Iago sure gets his feathers back pretty fast. Yes, he does. Also, there's a nice little reference to the Beast. He's one of the toys in the little pile of Sultan's toys here. Okay. We'll go ahead and continue. Sometimes you'll have multiple Iagos on screen too, which is always fun. Alright, we'll take advantage of our checkpoint here. Alright. Release Boo. You know, I'm gonna save it because I think I'm gonna save... I suspect I'm gonna lose a life here pretty soon. I'd rather be able to buy back some of those. Oh, I missed the healing. Boo. Okay, so I think this is the last level here. That went well. Distracted by Iago, Aladdin recovers to find the lamp is missing. Good work, Iago. Now that I have the lamp, nothing will prevent me from ruling all of Agrabah. Jafar's Palace. Alright. Not the worst final level, but a little tough, so wish me luck, chat. Also, we get that music we got from the Abu levels. Oh, that was good. I'm not even gonna fight with these guys on the ground, they're not worth it. And thankfully you do not take fall damage in this. Now, despite before where I was falling and the spikes had just taken damage, these spikes are actually a pit, and it's an insta-kill if you drop down there. So, gotta be a little careful with those platforms. I know I'm kind of just tanking some of this damage, but there we go. I want to get over to the checkpoint. There's the merchant. I need him. Oh, that wasn't super helpful, Carpet. Borrow from another Disney movie. Where are you taking us, Philippe? There we go. Darn it, Yaga. That's fine. Actually nice in a way because I'll be back to full health. I could really use more apples because the final boss, that's what you need to fight him. Is a big load of apples. The only way to hurt him. So it's nice to get to Jafar with a nice load out of apples, which is not going to happen, which makes the fight that much harder. Dang it. Okay, actually looks like I'm back at full health. That's good. There's my checkpoint. We're getting really close to Jafar. Here we go, chap. So Jafar pulls you close to him so he can attack you. Oh, that was not good. That was not good. Hey, look at that, chat. Really fun 16-bit platformer, and again, for the era, surprisingly good licensed game. Really beautiful artwork, very nice rendition of the music soundtrack from the movie, and yeah, one of my favorites from the Genesis. So really happy to share this one. Hopefully kind of a fun little, I don't know, like I said, kind of a whiplash from Sonic Adventure 2 battle, but hopefully still enjoyable. Also, that's a long kiss. Shreen says that was a fun game to watch. Thanks, Bo. Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you enjoyed it. This collection also has The Lion King. And I'm tempted to try that. I've never been able to beat that one, so we'll see how I feel about it. It also has the Jungle Book, which I tried once and was really bad at, so I don't know if I'll see about that one. But interestingly, the Genesis and the Super Nintendo had wildly different versions of Aladdin. This one was done by Virgin Interactive, and the Super Nintendo version was done by Capcom. And I've never played it, or maybe just for like a minute or something. So that one might be fun to check out too. Just again, being a completely different game. But I also have some other Sega games lined up. So I'm not sure exactly what we'll be doing next Saturday for Classic Game Night, but sort of one of the other ones that I have on here is Jurassic Park for the Sega Genesis, and I might do that. And there we go. That's it. It's a fun one. So go to the options menu and hopefully that'll hold us from like doing a demo mode. Alright guys, as always, thank you so very much for coming in, spending your Saturday night with me. It really means a lot. Is that gonna mute it? Okay. Yeah, if you haven't and you feel inclined to, you should totally follow me here on Twitch. If you like what you saw and you want to see some previous playthroughs, you can go check out my YouTube page. That link is in the About tab on Twitch, as is my Blue Sky account, where I post usually mostly going live notifications as well as when I post these VODs. So, I need to do more with Blue Sky, so maybe I should start throwing in dumb jokes and other things as they strike me. I did for a little bit, and then I just kind of dropped away from it because I'm forgetful and busy. Yeah, Monday night we'll either do more Kitsune Tales or more Spiritfarer. I'm really starting to get into Spiritfarer, so I might prioritize that and try to get through it. We'll see. So, anyway, thank you again for being here, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Have a great rest of your weekend, and hope to see you again soon. Take care.